Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
50. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. This is Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. 50. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Alert. 50. Max 50. Bravo. Rip.
Brady now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go, go, hey! Regular!
Throwing on third and long. Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Our time. It's our time. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check Mike 45.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5.
And got his man complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 93 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. One left. Delta. Check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one good for 37 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, dude. Mike 50. Coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Get that ball. Motion. Hey, go 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Take it, hang with us. Rush in. Watch the slant.
On first down, it's Jones. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, it's Carson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. This one into the hands of Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 39-yard line.
Wide 90. 14, 40. Coverage. Good job right there. Twist. Watch it. Alert flare. Friday.
From the 39, Wilson flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Mike's 50, Mike's 5. Strip that ball. Hey, Alabama.
To throw again on second down. Brady flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Brady going to throw. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You got nothing. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Oh, let's go up. No, 66.
50, Mike 50.
Alert.
To throw is Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Easy.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 50, check 50. Watch safety.
General West.
Safety's creeping. Safe, safe, safe. Under 10, under 10, 10. Who do you want, who do you want, who do you want?
Shadow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Watch twins, watch twins. Whip.
No, 60.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wait, 10, 53.
Right there, 54 Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check, boys.
Wait, 10.
Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wait, 10, 180.
He's the mark. I got it. Strong.
72.
Strong.
Hey, Haywood.
Even.
Wait, 10.
50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
There we go.
Scott Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Alert.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Gun.
Watch the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19. Hey, 0.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, exit.
Mike 50.
Alpha.
Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On first down, Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll go again to Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Goal 50. Check 99. Hey, orbit. What he hit?
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you. Jim.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the twins.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 80 weapon.
Tighten up.
Motion. Ball's 50.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Wait, that. 380.
Check line 54. Line 54. And let's get this. Check.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Check 3.
Easy. 380. Hey.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Watch out. Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Hey, check it.
And some space here. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
53, Linda! Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
50, Mike's 50. Ricky.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Know your job.
Rip.
On first down, Brady. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Brady's throw there complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Motion, I got one.
All right, here we go. Check it, reload.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The fourth touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 26. Check 26. Kill, kill, kill. Check 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Brady going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Oh, you got deep?
Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.